Senator Harris, my name is Carolyn Fiddler.
I'm Kamala Harris.
Communications Director for Daily Coast, and I'm really happy that you joined us today.
Thank you.
I really appreciate
I'm happy
it.
to be with you. Thank you.
Love to ask you a few questions.
Sure.
Would love to know what your goals are for the next Congress.
That we elect and take back the House and the Senate. Those are my goals in the immediate moment, and then that we deal with all the issues that need to be handled. That we pass comprehensive immigration reform, that we put back in place California's rules around gas emissions and greenhouse gas emissions, that we deal with, and create a real force around getting through a comprehensive criminal justice reform package. I have so many goals. But the first to get to that place is that we have to win the 2018 election cycle.
It's true. It's true. And to that point, I would love to know your ideas around what Democrats can do to better speak to young voters and voters of color to motivate them this fall.
Well, I think that one is that Democrats writ large, meaning everyone, needs to understand and see who these communities are and empower the people of those communities to speak for themselves. And I do feel strongly that when we think about elections, there are three components. There's the piece that's about the ideas. I think we're pretty good on that. We could be better, but we're good. There's the messaging piece. People talk a lot about that. But there's the third piece that we rarely talk about, which really needs to also be emphasized, which is the tactical piece of an election, which is getting people to register to vote and then go to the polls and be engaged in that way. And I feel very strongly that we've got to invest in the communities and let those communities and the leaders of those communities lead, as opposed to the party coming in and helicoptering in. So that's how I think about it.
Fantastic. What would you say that you wish you had known when you first came to the Senate that you know now?
That I would not be in control of my own schedule. I mean, we're grown adults. We're grown people. Okay.
Well, what would you say you're most proud of that you've accomplished so far in the Senate?
I'm very proud of the bill that we wrote and are pushing around reforming the money bail system in the United States. It's the first of its kind. I think it's really critically important, and I know this from the work I did as Attorney General or District Attorney before. It's an economic justice issue. Poor people, working people are sitting in jail for days, weeks, months, and even years waiting trial versus people who have money in their back pocket are paying bail and getting out for the same kind of offenses. It's just not fair. It's not right. It doesn't reflect a system of true justice. So the bail reform bill. The other would be a bill that I'm really excited about that we have, that is, and that we wrote, which is about rent relief for families, working families, who basically anybody who's paying 30% or more of their income in rent plus utilities, that they will get a tax credit at the end of the year. And because 99% of the counties in the United States of America, if you live in one of those counties and you are a minimum wage worker working 40 hours a week, cannot afford market rate for a one-bedroom apartment in 99% of the counties in the United States. So our rent bill is to address that, and it's something that, frankly, I think we're not talking enough about, which is the issue of affordable housing in this country, and my bill seeks to deal with one part of that.
Fantastic. Before we close, is there anything you would like to say to the Daily Coast community?
Just keep doing what you do. Stay active. Continue to inspire and be inspired. We will get through this moment, and we'll get through it in a way that I think we'll all be proud of the activism, of the mobilization that's been happening, the organizing that's been happening, empowering communities, empowering individuals. So I see a lot of silver linings to this really critical moment, and truly part of it is that everyone is turning out and they are speaking their truths. So let's just keep doing that. Thanks, guys.
Thank you so much for joining us today.
Appreciate it.